So today Amy and I are doing a 3-day weekend getaway into wine country in central Washington. We just stopped here at the Owen Row Winery, and it is mid-October, and it is the time for crush, which is where they have harvested all the grapes and they're preparing them to make wine. So we'll get to go inside and watch them actually crushing grapes while we're tasting. It's kind of nice to watch everybody else do the hard work while I get to drink wine.
Our Chapel Block Shirah from Red Willow Vineyard, which is in Wapato, owned by the Sauer family. And this is going to have a lot more like minerality and not as fruit forward as the Exclusive Syrah.
They're right in the same part as and if they are open, they're only open.
From Owen Row, we drove 50 miles east to Prosser, Washington for Airfield Estates Winemaker's Dinner. Are you tired?
No.
You ready to continue on?
I can have another bottle of wine.
We had just recently joined Airfield's Wine Club and are very impressed by their consistency and moderate prices.
Unfortunately, I like it all.
Which one was that?
This is the Barbera. I like the Syrah. I think the Syrah is my favorite so far.
The Barbera is pretty good.
But the Barbera is good.
At the dinner, we ended up at a table with one of Airfield's salesmen who was trying to impress some out-of-town clients. He kept disappearing into a reserve room and pouring some fantastic bottles of wine for everyone at the table. Later, I snuck into the reserve room and it was very impressive. We had a great evening getting to know the Airfield staff and winemakers. They treated us very well. In fact, so well we were feeling it the next morning. I decided to get up and take some pictures and walk it off. Agriculture has always been a part of this area, but these days the grape is king. Prosser is situated at the northern end of the Horseheaven Hills AVA and the southern edge of the Yakima Valley AVA, with Interstate 84 and the Yakima River running through it. Prosser, named for Colonel William Ferran Prosser, who first surveyed this area in 1879, is a quaint little town, a sort of a throwback to simpler times when life wasn't dominated by social media, television, and the overly convenient technologies of today. Some would say boring, but I found it refreshing. Later, we made the 84-mile drive to Walla Walla, Our first stop was at Castillo de Feliciana Estate Winery. The Castillo family has been working very hard for the last 10 years to produce some of the finest Spanish-inspired wines in Washington. The Spanish style is reflected beautifully in their peaceful, relaxing setting just over the Oregon border. Across the road and a mile to the east, you're back in Washington at the Gifford Hurlinger Winery. They produce some wonderful wines at a great price, and we purchased several bottles. Unfortunately, we had to head back to Prosser and our hotel. Had we planned better, we'd have stayed in Walla Walla, as there are so many more wineries we'd like to visit. The next day, we stopped at 14 Hands Winery in Prosser before leaving for home. How many bottles of 14 Hands have we killed over the years?
A lot.
And you're killing another one right now.
This is all different though. This is totally different.
Totally different from the $3 chuck we normally drink?
Yep. This might cost you a little bit more than $14.
Okay, so we finally went to our favorite table wine headquarters, Hot to Trot, 14 Hands Winery.
It's yummy.
We feel like we've been wine club members there all our lives, shopping at Costco.
Yeah, it's a little cheaper at Costco.
A lot cheaper at Costco, actually, even than at the winery.
But they have different wines here than they have at Costco.
And they are pretty good.
Yes.
But we're done with wine tasting. We gotta go. We need to eat food. You'll find links to the wineries in the description below. We always appreciate hearing from you in the comments section and love it when you hit that big like button.